Welcome to Switch Comics. My name is Marco, and today we are continuing to look back at 2021 and reminisce a little bit about, for me, my best kind of home runs that I hit, you know, going in on some spec or just, maybe possibly getting a book graded and really coming out and coming ahead. I know not every time, we put money into a book. Sometimes we end up losing money, this or that or whatever. But I like to stay positive on the channel. And so today, I want to look at the 5 books that I did best on monetarily, investment-wise, in 2021. Now, before we get into it, quick reminder, at 700 subscribers, I am giving away 4 awesome books. All you have to do is be subscribed to the channel and leave a comment, just talking about it, because I'd love to know what you did really well on in 2021, or even if you want to talk about something maybe you didn't do so well on. It's sometimes fun if you can have a little fun with yourself, and we don't always win, but I'd love to know either way. Giving away these 4 books at 700 subscribers. Comment on this video, and you can actually increase your odds by commenting on any video on my channel. Every comment is a new chance to win. So let's go ahead and talk about my 5 books that I did best at. I have some interesting numbers here. So starting off, we have Amazing Spider-Man 50 here. First appearance of Kingpin. I bought this off of a friend who was just kind of getting out of comics, and it was one that I was like, man, that's a big book. I'd really like to get that one. Luckily, cool guy let me do some payments on it, and so I spent $1,100 on that book. And currently, now granted, some things have happened since then. Kingpin's in the MCU now, and we're looking at a $1,600 book right now. That is a 5.0. I don't know if you can tell. Where is it? I don't know if you can see the grade on there. It does have the custom label too, but I don't consider that anything extra. But yeah, I'd say it's a solid $1,600 book right now. I think it has plenty of room to grow. That is a 45% increase, as my friend Journos likes to say. It's a 45% return on investment. But yeah, no, I really I have a lot of faith in this book. Will continue to grow. It's not something I'm looking to get rid of anytime soon. I considered maybe trading it for a Marvel Spotlight 5, but I recently came into a Marvel Spotlight 5 to a good friend trading me one, so I'm good now. I don't think there's anything that I'm dying to have, and I think that will just stay in my collection and continue to grow. I mean, even if we didn't have Kingpin in the MCU, good classic Spider-Man stuff. Spider-Man in general right now is just going through the roof and cementing itself as super strong books. Now, the next book on my list I no longer have, but I picked up a copy. I have a raw copy here, one of my giveaway books. I picked up a copy of Spider-Man 2099 number 1. I had it graded though. It was already graded when I picked it up. I paid $75 for it at a 9.6, and at the time, it's funny, it was like maybe 2 weeks, a little less than that, before that new Spider-Verse trailer came out, and I paid. Was it 70? No, I think I paid $70. I'm sorry, $70 on that book. And I end up trading it. That was part of my trade for that Marvel Spotlight 5. It was a bunch of other stuff too, obviously. But and I valued it at a $130 book. That's what I was going for at the time. And that was one of my quickest jumps I've ever seen in a book. I just bought it because it was a cool book. I thought it was fun. But I got an 86% increase return on investment on that, and that was pretty solid. I got pretty lucky on that one. I was in the right place at the right time. One came into the shop, and I was like, yeah, well, I'll pick it up. Why not? And so moving on to the next book is X-Men 266, first appearance of Gambit. We're not here to discuss controversy right now. For simplicity's sake, first appearance of Gambit. Now, this is actually one of the earlier slabs I bought. So, in case you're unaware, my very first slab I got was Avengers 196 here, first Taskmaster. It was a Christmas gift, not this past Christmas, but last Christmas. Or the one before that one, I guess. So that was my very first slab, a gift from my brother, and I'm a huge fan of Taskmaster. So I decided to repay the favor by getting a first appearance of one of his all-time favorite characters, Gambit. And that being said, I paid $120 of the book. This is kind of right before all this X-Men hype explosion, talk about X-Men in the MCU and stuff. So that's now about a $300 book. Again, it's a 9.0 if you can't see it quite well. And it's not a book that's going anywhere, but that's still a 150% increase return on investment. And even though it's not going anywhere, unless we get a higher grade or something, maybe then. But even then, I don't know, it kind of holds these two particular issues, and which probably some other ones too, but these two hold some sentimental value. I think even if I got a higher grade copy of that one, I think I'd probably hold on to it for, the rest of forever. But yeah, I mean, past 100 there on that one. So the next two were pretty insane. This next one I did end up selling. So I bought a copy of Invincible Iron Man #9, the first full appearance of Riri Williams. It was a book that I really liked, but I got it graded. It came back a 9.8. I had about $200 invested into it. It might have even been a little less, but we'll just say $200, and that's including what I paid for it, plus getting it graded and this and that and whatever. And I ended up selling it for $850. It was a decision that was kind of tough to make, but that ended up funding, where is it at? Over here. My NYX3, and this is an all-time grail for me. It's a book that I've wanted for a long time, and I kind of weighed my options. I was like, nah, I'd rather get me an NYX3. And that was an astounding 325% return on investment. It was pretty good. It was one I was pretty proud of. And funnily enough, the next one, I thought that was going to be my biggest one. When I was recollecting to myself before I did any math. And I was like, what is probably my best one? I was like, it's probably that Invincible Iron Man. That being said, before we talk about the last one, I would quickly like to say, I would love to see you all every Wednesday night. We stream at 8 p.m. Eastern. We kind of make some Legos, chill, hang out. It's a fun little community night. The past few streams have been a lot of fun, despite chat bullying me sometimes. But, it happens. But I'd love to see you there if you can make it. If not, maybe catch the video later on. But let's go ahead and get into the last one. So, the biggest book, the biggest return on investment, maybe not the biggest, like as far as like actual rise in profit, but the biggest percentage-wise, which is for whatever reason I decided to do this video in this way, was actually my Hawkeye #10. Now, I got lucky and bought this one, not quite, I didn't get it for nothing. It was right as the Echo hype was very, very beginning to start to happen. So I paid $40 on it. Then, about another $20 to get it graded. Came back at 9.8. So $60 invested into it. It is now sitting at a beautiful $400 book. And that is an astounding 567% increase. And I was pretty shocked. I knew that was a good one. I knew I did well on it. It's not one that I even particularly thought was going to come back at 9.8. And I talk about it a little bit more. If you haven't watched my CGC unboxing, it was the last one I did not too long ago. Because it has a weird, this book in particular has a weird, fold-out thing. And when I looked at it, I was like, oh, that kind of looks a little rough. Anyway, if you want to hear all me talking about that, that's in a whole different video. Not going to repeat myself on that one. But those are the 5 books that I did best on in 2021. And like I said, I would love to know what books y'all did really well on. Did you get a Daredevil 10 for, $5 or something, or in the dollar bins? I don't think I did anything super crazy. I don't consider myself ever really having a super lucky find. I find some stuff, that's some good deals. Most of the stuff that I think I do well on is good spec. I buy things before they really go up in value. But I don't know. I don't go to a yard sale and be like, oh, I found this crazy book for an amazing price. But I hear a lot of stories and I love hearing about it. So if you have a story similar to like that, I would love to hear it in the comments. But that's gonna be it for today. I have another video that's gonna be the finale of my 2020 rewind, wrap up videos. So Sunday is gonna be a video talking about every slab that I picked up in 2021. And then we'll be on into February, and I'm going to be doing new content. Or, it's all new content, but we're going to be doing new videos, not talking about 2021 anymore. Pressing on into the future. And, yeah, I'm really excited for it. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.